Hi! I just wanted you guys to experience a day in the life of Amy Gross when she's being financially responsible. Responsibility is hard. It's a lesson that a lot of people don't learn. And because they don't learn the lesson of responsibility, they feel the need to be given special treatment. A fine example of this are the children who are whining about their student debt. These people weren't intelligent enough to realize that spending 20 grand to go to school was a piss poor decision, and they're going to be paying for their ignorance for quite some time, unless of course we get Mr. Sanders or Miss Warren or, God forbid, anyone else in the ring. So we'll probably be paying that debt through taxpayer money. We're going to be paying the debt of children who didn't learn the lesson of responsibility. And it's unfortunate because, when I was 18 years old, I told my parents that I had no desire to go to school. And it was a scam, and it was a lie, and I already hated being in high school. I wanted to drop out of high school, but I didn't drop out of high school. I ended up having to take summer school because I failed classes that I was actually good at, like subjects I was good at. That's how much I hated school. I hate institutions, I hate authority, I hate being told what to do. So, naturally, school wasn't for me. But a lot of people don't mind that. They don't mind being told what to do. They don't mind being told what to think. They don't mind being told, no, you can't think that. You can't think that. You look this way. If you look this way, you can't think that way. See, I would mind something like that. I would mind that kind of misdirection. I used to get into a lot of arguments with my women's studies professor and all of the twat bots in that class. And it was fun, though. It was really fun. I enjoyed provoking them. And keep in mind, I was a flaming liberal at the time. So if you can imagine how much I would provoke them now. Because back then, I was really, really trying to be a feminist. Because I listened to a lot of feminists. I don't know if you guys have heard of difranco, but she's probably the best example of a power feminist that I can think of. Right now, we've got this, feigning couch shit, and everybody knows that these women are full of shit, and yet they keep being catered to for whatever reason, and they will be the downfall of society. Just like these kids that are making all these demands for free shit, they will be the downfall of society. Unless we can think of something really fast that will make them shut up. Your guess is as good as mine. Because I don't think they'll ever shut up. I don't think that there's anything that you can give these people that will make them shut up. They will always be bitching about how they don't have enough, because they can always compare and contrast, especially with social networking. If you look at a picture of somebody that looks better than you, seems like they have more than you, you can always whine about how you don't have enough. And you can always make it about race or gender or sexual orientation. That's too easy. But all of these things, I think, are going to cancel themselves out, possibly, since feminists can't get along. They keep having different factions of feminists. Same with, all the different religious ideologies. If homosexuality keeps being taught in schools, good luck not pissing off the Muslims with that. Muslims really don't like gay people. Like, they really, really don't like gays. So this video might get taken down. It's all right. It's all right. We'll put it on BitChute. So I'm hoping that, you know, with pop culture being so ridiculous that it won't be able to last. Like, there's only so long that we can go before we have to stop. Like, there's only so far we can go before Jesus is like, all right, it's time for me now, you know. Like, I do think, though, that, like, I mean, there's been plenty of shit that's been happening that I'm just like, really, Jesus? You must be taking a shower up there. So, a really, really long shower. He shouldn't have to take a shower, though, because he's already clean, you know? He's perfect. But, yeah, so I hate seatbelts. You guys probably know that I hate seatbelts, but I am shooting a video, so it's not wise for me to be doing that without wearing my seatbelt. Mainly because if a police officer sees me with a video camera and I'm not wearing my seatbelt, I think that's extra ticket. I say a lot of stupid shit, you guys. Did you know that? I'm sure you had no idea. Ooh, that coffee is cold. All right, well, yeah, I just paid a bill so that I can keep shooting videos for a creative platform that ceases to be creative. I see people doing interesting things on YouTube. Like, I have watched a lot of channels that are not about politics, and I gotta say, those channels are way more fun than the channels about politics. Like, even if I agree with something, it doesn't mean that I want to watch it. It doesn't mean that I want to immerse myself in that world. And it's crazy to me that so many people can do this 24/7. Even crazier that people can do this 24/7 and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know what anything is. Like the point that I was making a couple minutes ago about how I think that all this pop culture is going to cancel itself out. Well, like, I was thinking about it. I was like, how can anybody be sexist if we don't know what the fuck gender is? You know? It's like, how can you accuse somebody of being a sexist when men can be women and women can be men and we're not supposed to question this logic? It's just so silly, you know? And what's especially silly is that the very people that subscribe to this philosophy, like, they have no idea, like, that's gonna be, like, the end of Western civilization, you know, just all this transgender bullshit. I mean, it's not that I don't think that transgenders are real. It's not that I don't think that that's an actual thing that people have. I most definitely think that. But let me tell you, all the people that are making noise, those aren't people that are truly marginalized. The truly marginalized don't make a peep, okay? I mean, I might yak a lot on here, but you don't hear this anywhere else. So you you might hear it occasionally, you know, if I'm like mad about something at work, or I'm mad about something in the comedy scene or something like that, but like I don't really, like, I'm not one to whine about stuff, you know, at least not in my own like regular life. That's what the channel's for, I guess. But well, I'm saying, like, I don't go out in public and make a scene. Like, if my food is wrong at a restaurant, I'm not going to say anything about it. Because it's just not that important. Nothing is that important. Nothing is that important to complain about unless, you know, it's actually serious, you know, like if I had a food allergy or some shit. But that's the thing. Most people, they make stuff so serious, and it's just not, man. But anyway, sorry, I got distracted. I just saw a bunch of cops, and then I saw an ambulance. I kind of freaked out, but then I realized, like, look, Amy, this is a small town. Like, there is nothing better for them to do. Like, anytime that something happens, anytime anything happens in this town, all the cops show up because there's no crime here. So if there's an accident, they're all going to be there on the scene, you know. I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I don't hate cops. I just really hate the government. So naturally, people that work for the government that have authority probably not going to like that. Even if, you know, they do good things. Like, and I'm willing to admit that there are plenty of police officers out there that do really good things. They actually serve and protect the public. And that's what they're supposed to do. I think that a lot of people work for the government because, you know, they like the idea of, you know, serving and protecting. Okay, do you guys hear that? That is the sound of my brakes. And I made an appointment. You guys should be proud of me. I made an appointment to get Fiona a brake job once and for all. But I guess Fiona wants that brake job right now. So, should I drive to work tomorrow, or should I not do that? What's the worst that could happen? Oh, God. You should look this up before you go anywhere tomorrow. I mean, they have to understand, like, if you're having car trouble, like, there's, you know, there's nothing you can do about that unless somebody comes and picks you up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. You guys have to forgive me. There are a lot of things that I say over and over again because, you know, they're just things that I think about repeatedly, and I have OCD. But don't worry, I'll talk about something else. That's guaranteed. That's the ADD promise. So I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye. For real. Goodbye. Like, really. Bye.